What is the secret to a fast sale of a property? Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, and in this episode, I'm going to talk to you about how to sell a property real fast and what's the secret to it. Before we get started, remember, in the description, click on the link that's going to help you to be more productive in whatever you're doing. You now are thinking or watching this video because you want to sell a property real fast. Well, there's a couple of things that you should consider. Number one, the first thing is the pricing. How is the pricing compared to the market itself? Well, do you have that connection with the seller to make sure that when you priced it, it was either below the market value or right at market value? Because that's what's gonna take to let this property sell very fast. You gotta have that pricing in the right position. So one of the ways to do that would be to make sure that you're analyzing the market, what is active, what I've sold, what is pending, with the client, with the seller, and let them understand and then see, you want them to see what is going on in the marketplace at that time so you can price it right. So pricing is a big factor. That's number one. Number two, you definitely should have it staged properly. You know, I personally right now just have a listing today, and the seller is getting some activity, but they're not getting offers. And what's my feedback for them? Well, we need to stage the back part of the property, as I mentioned in the beginning. However, we've not done it yet. So now they're working on that. Staging is phenomenal. You have to make sure that when you spend all that time getting the client, the buyer, the prospective buyer to come to the property, it flows immaculately. It should flow real good. The price should be right. The staging should be right. And then here's one more thing that you really want to do in order to sell the property fast. You've got to give some feedback to your seller. Like every showing, every single showing, you've got to get them feedback, because that feedback is going to help you to either get the price reduction more or something corrected, or even just one little thing that the buyer would want to see. And if you let the seller know right away, the seller might break through and say, well, you know what? I wasn't in the beginning, but now I'm going to do that. Those are the three most powerful things I could tell you in order to sell a property real fast. For more than 20 years, I've been practicing real estate right here in the South Florida area. And I'm telling you, these are the three things that have always allowed me to be able to sell a property real fast. So what are they? One more time. Do you remember? Rewind this video to watch it again. Number one, pricing. Number two, it is staging. And number three, you have to give feedback. Feedback is every single showing, man. Every showing, you got to get back to the seller and say, that buyer said this, that buyer said that, that buyer said and then you never know. You just never know. That seller could say, well, you know what? I think I'm going to make a move right now and do something different. Either they drop the price, they stage it, they restage it, doesn't matter. But that helps to sell the property fast. I hope this was helpful for you. One of the biggest things about pricing that I want to tell you is, remember, do it with the client.